Hi everybody, and welcome back to the Progress Coaching YouTube channel. So today, following on from the fantastic call that we had with the hiring manager last week, where we took really great notes, we're now going to look to see how we can use those notes and content to build a fantastic and concise and accurate message to market through our external comms campaign, through our job specs, our LinkedIn recruiter campaign, and our outbound emailing as well. Just one thing before I kick on this recruiter coaching piece is to thank everybody for the really constructive feedback you've been giving me on me as a vlogger, that I need to warm up in terms of the video content, and I'm trying to do that. It's difficult to remember everything and do that at the same time. But as coaches, we need to be open to feedback, and coaching in essence wouldn't exist without feedback. So keep that coming, folks. Big shout out to Niall, Pat, Roberto, Thomas and Marco as well for all that feedback. And as well on the background here, I know it's been catching people's eye line and it's been mirroring against the camera. So I hope it looks a little bit better today. Keep the feedback coming, folks. It's really appreciated. So now we're looking to see, okay, how do we stand out from all those other recruiters in terms of the content that we're pushing out on LinkedIn, on our job specs? How are we showing our relationship with our client, our knowledge of their business, our knowledge of the market, our years of experience, etc., to build a really elevated perception of you as a recruiting professional in the minds of the candidates that you're looking to engage with. This is all about getting better candidate traction, getting better candidate engagement as well for you. So it's quicker use of your time and more accurate usage of the info that you have. So it amazes me. I've seen recruiters over the years who've spent time out of their day to have a call with a hiring manager, and guess what? They never use the notes that they've essentially recorded from those calls in their external comms, so that the market doesn't know about the notes that they have and they're hidden away in a diary somewhere. So use those, whatever questions you've asked the hiring manager, push them out into your emails. For example, you might be sending an email to 100 people on Recruiters LinkedIn. That costs the company money as well. So make sure you're giving the candidate a reason to reply back to you, to like your post on LinkedIn, to respond back to your email, to pick up the phone and apply in for the job or express an interest in the job as well. Because there's a lot of noise out there. A lot of the posts right now on LinkedIn are quite transactional. Fantastic job opportunity for a business analyst in Dublin. Great supply chain role with a growth organisation in Limerick with a great salary. Make it a little bit more enticing, attractive. Talk about the client, build a familiarity. Show that you know what you're talking about, and show that there's a real reason for the career advancement of the candidate to apply in for this role as well. If you get that elevation into your pitch, all of a sudden you'll get better candidates applying in for your roles, better candidate engagement, and this is all about getting quality to your client, more interviews, more placements, more commission as well. What I would suggest is a very useful exercise is to ask a colleague sitting next to you to perform the role or assume the role of candidate before you push out your emails and your job specs, and go, okay, be really honest with me here. Can I get some objective feedback? If you were a candidate applying for roles and you saw my role coming through, would you apply into it? Is there enough in it to get that engagement? And if there isn't, ask them to be honest with you and revisit it, get the quality in there. It's worth doing that quality check before pushing it out. You'd be amazed. I've been a candidate myself for years, and the pings that I get on LinkedIn and everything, they don't kind of entice you to step outside of the office and make a sneaky phone call to express your interest in a role or whatever. So let's make it less transactional and elevate your pitch, and it will stand you in good stead in terms of the engagement that you get with your candidates as well. And it's worth taking that time. And what I would say is, after the call with the hiring manager, do this very quickly. So get your job spec out very quickly, even if you have to stay late a little bit in the evening, because it's fresh in your mind. Push the content out there, real quality content, and guess what? It makes the candidate go, hang on a second, this sounds like a really good role that he or she is, advertising through their recruiter LinkedIn page or whatever, and I'm going to ring that person tomorrow. So it's about, one of the most difficult things in recruitment at the moment is getting candidates to engage with you and manage candidates as well. So this could really help you. In fact, I know it will help you if you use those notes, use them wisely, build a constructive message to market in terms of your external comms, and you'll be set up for success. And the next stage is what we look at is how we package those quality CVs that you've now got to send them out to your clients and ultimately get the interviews that you need to make you money as a recruiter as well. Just one thing to call out in this recruiter coaching piece, this is also quite relevant to internal talent acquisition as well, as you look to get your external comms out there as an extension of the company brand, and an extension of the hiring manager as well. So get the less transactional, more quality, and you will be absolutely up and running with candidate engagement. So it's Killian at progresscoaching.ie. Thanks for listening, folks. Have a great week, and we talk again later in the week. Thank you indeed. Take care.